Resolution 1129, the gentlewoman from New Mexico, Ms. Haaland, and a member opposed will each control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from New Mexico.
Madam Speaker, I rise today to offer this amendment with my co-sponsors, Representatives Tlaib and Ocasio-Cortez, in order to speed us along the path to a renewable energy future. Our amendment increases the authorization levels for the solar, wind, geothermal, and water-based energy research and development programs by 50% over the levels currently in the bill for each of the 5 years the bill covers. The amendment also adds an overall authorization level for research, development, deployment, and commercial application activities within DOE's Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. For each of the 5 years in the bill, those authorization levels are 110% of the funding levels for the carbon pollution reduction R&D activities in the bill. Technological innovation has long been seen as an important part of our efforts to take on climate change, increase access to energy, and reduce air pollution. Increasing the efficiency of solar cells of wind turbines, developing new marine hydrokinetic generation technologies and lighter electric motors, and improving the storage capacity and lifetime of batteries are just some of the innovations that will help us get to a 100% clean energy system. But according to the International Energy Agency's Global Status of Clean Energy Innovation Report for 2020, research and development spending on clean energy by its member countries has been relatively flat since 2012. After a doubling spurt between 2000 and 2012, despite that doubling, IEA member country public spending on R&D remains below the levels it was in the 1980s. Private sector spending has fluctuated with economic cycles. While there have been some growth years, the 2007-08 financial crisis and the 2014 oil price crash led to slowdowns in corporate clean energy and R&D, and the share of global early-stage venture capital investment going into clean energy has halved since 2012. And now, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a dramatic negative impact on private sector funding for clean energy innovation, which is likely to cause setbacks in the timeline for developing and improving clean energy technologies. The pandemic will also hurt demonstration projects and early adoption of technologies that provide essential opportunities for us to learn by doing and figure out how to overcome practical obstacles to widespread deployment of new technologies. The timing is extremely unfortunate because, as the IEA report makes clear, we need to be accelerating clean energy innovation to give the world the best chance to achieve our climate goals, and without strong, sustained investment, our chances of success are dwindling. That's why our amendment is so important. With climate change accelerating, we can't afford to wait. We need to develop and deploy renewable energy widely soon, and to do that, the federal government needs to invest in R&D and in deployment and the technology maturation needed to enable widespread adoption of renewables and their integration into our energy system. This clean energy investment will be good for our planet and good for taxpayers. Public renewable energy R&D in the United States has delivered a 27% return on investment since 1975, with a benefit-to-cost ratio of 33:1. By making these investments, we're sending the message that renewable energy is our future, and we're committing to making that a reality. I urge my colleagues to join us in sending that message by voting for our amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.